to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we talk about taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. I'm your host, Simona Spark, and I'm so happy that you are here. We are about to get naked by stripping away insecurities, judgments, and all kinds of limitations to reveal the essence of who we really are, Bear. Bold, authentic, radical, express. Let's go. Welcome back to Bear Lifestyle. I'm so happy that you are here. You don't even know. And I'm so happy that I am here. You don't even know. So let's start with celebrations. Today, I am going wild with Coke. Cheers, cheers, everyone. I'm celebrating myself. I'm celebrating you and everyone who listens and watches to this podcast. Welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, I'm so happy that you are back. If you landed here for the first time, I'm very excited that you find us. This is a space where I have one clear intention to talk about taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. That being said, I want to invite you to always let me know what are the topics that you are interested in, what are the conversations that you want to have, and I'll be more than happy to have those conversations. So today, as I say, is very special because if you follow me on social media, if you don't, please do so, especially on Instagram, Simona Spark World. You might know that I ended up in the emergency room last week and it was freaking scary. It was scary. And it was also a very illuminating because I have so much time to really look in and figure out what the hell do I want and what am I doing with my life. So I made it having this crazy treatment that kind of threw me off, but it's working, thank God. And today I'm showing up a little bit with the puffy eyes. I have an allergy. I used some glitter last night at a Halloween party, and I think I just have a reaction, but here we are. We are doing this damn thing, right? This podcast, particularly, I want to talk with the men, all men. Come on in, take a sit, let's have a conversation. And how did I get here? I mean, God, I've been working on this bear lifestyle and bear experience for over a year. I mean, it's been making for over 5 years, but it's been a year since I've been publishing content in this type of work, like just accepting our body and owning our authenticity and our sensuality and sexuality and so on. And of course, that being in a space of active dating and having all these amazing experiences, and I am doing the learning, the researching, but also I'm like the guinea pig of this work. Really, because I am in a space in my life where whatever I'm curious about, I'm just gonna go and create that space, and really allowing myself to fulfill any desire without judging it that it's too much or too crazy or too kinky or whatever the shit, like none of that anymore, right? So being in this space and having those conversations, especially around those topics, I just have this call in protecting the man. I mean, maybe that could be said better, but that's what it is. Because, okay, hear me out. I'm just tired of women complaining about men. I have been tired of women complaining about men for years. And I always have the question, but it's like, what about the men? Because in the end of the day, we go to bed with the men. And if we are here to support women and only women, then who's taking care of the man? And of course, I'm generalizing. I'm very happy and very pleased to see that in this holistic spiritual healing space, more and more men are coming through, and they're beautiful and they're amazing. And it's so much needed, and it feels like it's just at the beginning, right? So the future looks good, people. But I'm getting a little bit, upset with women that they're gathering in those groups of women supporting women, and whatever they call them, empowering women and going through divorce or after the breakup and all that. And it's great. It's fantastic. Until the conversations are turning into talking trash about men. Until the conversations are like how much we hate men and how terrible they are. Now, listen, I have my fair share with men most of my life, like literally up until a few years ago. I did not have a good relationship with men. I was afraid of them. I hated them. I blamed them. Men did to me things that nobody should have those experiences ever. So it's justified. And I want to hear me out. I'm not here to judge anybody. It is justified to have this negativity towards men, especially if you've been hurt by men. But you could heal that. That's the thing, though. You could heal it. You are looking at someone that I've been physically abused by men, emotionally raped. I'm a survivor of human trafficking, for God's sake. And today I get to say I love men and I respect men and I trust men. So I know it's possible to heal that relationship. I see it with myself. I see it with my clients. I see it with many people. And I see it with men that I'm dating. They are telling me their story, where they come from, what they went through, and how they'll become those amazing, loving, caring, compassionate, trusting human beings. So we are all missing out when we are looking to complain and blame. We are dividing, right? Where am I going with this? I'm going to make a point here in a minute. Here's a confession. I had a little bit of guilt, feeling that I am not, I don't know, feminist enough to support women. And for whatever reason, I'm more drawn into supporting men. But underneath of that, it feels like if I'm helping your man how to be a better man for you, then indirectly I'm helping you. But that's what feels right to me right now. So regardless what people think or judge, like that's what I'm at in my life, and that's what feels right. I work with men and women. I work with same-sex couples, and I go beyond genders. Like I just want to see the human in front of me. But I do want to pause at this. I notice from both sides, if we only talk men and women, I don't want to sound binary here, but just for the heck of simplifying the conversation, is the underlines of patriarchy, right? And I just want to invite everyone to at least for a second, to acknowledge that patriarchy didn't only hurt women, it also hurt men. They also grow up with that type of pressure that they need to be in charge and they need to be in control and they have to make the decision and they have to do this and this and this and that. It's a pressure. It might not look like it from a repressed woman, but it is. And I know that you could see it, right? So then what's happening? These men grow up disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their own emotions. They learn that it's not okay to have feelings. They learn that it's not okay to express emotions. So they are missing out too. So then here we are, 40, 50, whatever, and we just try to figure out how to work those relationships when we are all like scared little girls and scared little boys inside because we never took the time, the space, and the support to heal that. And you know what? We all have ability to heal. All of us, no exception. So might as well as let's try do that. Let's try do that and see what happens. So going back to what's next and what is the space that I'm creating next, it's a workshop for men. And I am so super excited. So if you are a man, please open the link in a show notes and register for this workshop. If you are a woman that's dating a man, or if you're a man that's dating a man and you want to send your partner, please do so. And let me tell you what we are doing in this workshop. The main work is how to experience pleasure more often and for a longer period of time. Who doesn't want that? Raise your hand. Put your hand out. Who doesn't want that, right? So I'm not going to be teaching you how to have sex, but what I'm going to be offering you will be a variety of practices that it's helping you to connect with your body, to experience pleasure beyond your genitalias, right? And different practices around how to create the space, how to connect with your partner at a deeper level. So if you're a man that just really want to experience more pleasure and to be able to last longer, then please join us. If you are a woman that you are tired of having your partner using you as a masturbation tool, maybe you want to have a conversation with your partner and having join this workshop. Here's the thing. We are sexual beings. We are meant to experience pleasure. And there are two main reasons why we are not. Number one is because of our past, regardless if it's limiting beliefs, how we grow up, our religion, our culture, or we went to traumatizing experience, all of that get to be healed, right? And the second reason is we don't know how. We never learned it. We didn't have the conversation with our parents. We didn't learn it in school. We learn from conversation with other people that have sex before us, and we learn from porn. So today we are here. We are adults. We are the one that we get to make decisions about our life and how we want to live it. So you get to decide, do you want to heal your past? If so, let's do it. Do you want to learn how to have a better sex life? Yes, let's do it. So please open the show notes. I will put a few links there. First of all, if you want to have a conversation one-on-one and really dive into your own particular challenges that you have around those topics, that open the link, Spark Your Inner Fire. That it's a 90 minutes one-on-one coaching session that literally could change your life. If you want to access different practices that you could implement in your daily life to train, improve, expand, and elevate your sex life, then this workshop might be just the right place for you. So open that link. So regardless if you are single or in a relationship or somewhere in between, I do want to invite you to really take a minute and make a decision and get really clear on what is it that you want, who is it that you want, and how do you want it. I lately found that these three questions being very powerful because it put me into a position of I get to decide, it's my choice, and that is just half of the equation. The other half is to actually communicate that. So it's coming with, creating the boundaries around protecting your own well-being and staying in that power, staying in that bare power, right? I can be bold and authentic and keeping it real, but I'm not going to express what is it that I desire. It's just, it doesn't work like that. Or I'm gonna express what I desire, but then if I'm offered less, then I'm gonna just go ahead and compromise because, hey, maybe I should settle. It doesn't work like that. Yes, it's doable and you could do it, but you know what? If you're honest with yourself, chances are that you've done it before and you didn't like it or it didn't work. So today you have the opportunity to just make a new decision and to say, you know what? I deserve better. I want more. And again, what comes with that is doing your own inner work first. I can't be sitting here and calling in a king if I'm not a queen, right? Like, I need to know who I am, how I like it, when I like it, what do I desire, and confidently express it and say it and stay by it, right? So being in that energy, guess what? It's only gonna match with somebody that is sitting in a similar energy. So once again, as much as I work on myself, as better people I attract in my life. And that is just simply the truth. So I'm going to close here for today. I am very excited to run this men workshop for the first time ever. So I'm curious who's going to be there. Please do share with your friends. And I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye, everyone. And this is where we landed. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed the show, make sure you leave me a review to let me know. For more bear experiences, please go to simonaspark.com/bear and follow us on Instagram at Simona Spark World. I can't wait to have you back. Until then, be bear, bold, authentic, radical, expressed. See you next time.